Hello my friend, how are you? I hope you are doing really well today, as well as your loved ones, and you're keeping safe and healthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with spraying my face with the I Heart Revolution spray and cranberry. Just gonna spray it all over my face. So today's video is really exciting because I actually bought the Profusion with Peanuts collection, and I got the lip mask, and then I got the palette. Palette's so cute. I have a highlighter. There's Woodstock, and I did get this cute makeup bag. Look at how cute Snoopy is. He's a vampire for Halloween. So first I'm going to use this lip mask, and it's the apple bobbing flavor. And it did come with like a spatula that I put in. I don't know where to put it. To me, it smells like caramel and apple. But I do smell a little bit of the apple as well. It smells good. It definitely has no taste, no flavor, but it smells good. You get a lot of product for this. It has 22 grams of product, so it's a lot. That's a lot of product. I'm gonna brush my brows real quick. I'm getting a little concerned about my skin. I feel like maybe as I'm getting older, it's starting to change texture. Because I did put on sunscreen by Glow Recipe. This is what I used. I put sunscreen on my face and on my neck, but I didn't put any on my forehead, and it looks oily, which is I feel like I've never noticed that about my skin before, but I guess maybe I'm oily skin now. I don't know if it's because of the humid hot weather that we've been getting, or I don't know if it's due to using like an oil-based skincare item. I really don't know, but I just think it's kind of different for me. So I wanted to talk about a lot of different things for this video, and I think one of the first things that come into mind is, first of all, I'm really grateful for the heat wave dying out for California. We got some pretty unusual heated weather temperatures, and when I say unusual, usually in California where I live, when it gets past 90 degrees, that's considered a heat wave. But then when it hits triple digits for a good while, like a good streak of days, and I'm talking like 4 to 5 days in a row of having triple digit heat, that is brutal heat wave. It's a brutal heat wave, and I've never experienced that kind of length for the heat to stick around that long. and to actually finally experience what Florida goes through on a daily basis with their weather. And the fact that when it was around 10 p.m. it was 80 degrees for the temperature, and that's like so different, so unusual. I did not like it. So I'm going with the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Skin Moisturizer. This is like a skin tint, and I have the shade Fair. And throughout this video, if I don't mention anything that I'm using, it will be listed on the description box, and you're free to use my affiliated links if you want to. You don't have to, but I really appreciate it if you do, because it will help out my channel in a big way to earn some sort of revenue behind it. But again, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. So I'll be going with the Sigma E85. This one's super sparkly. I remember my mom giving this to me as a Christmas gift, and I really love it. And so luckily at my home we do have access to an AC, but it is not built within the house frame unit. We actually have it like as a portable standalone AC, so it does not go through the whole house. But I'm still grateful for the AC that we have, and it was enough to feel a little cool from the heat, but overall it was just so uncomfortable. Like sleeping through the night, I think I only slept like maybe 5 hours max. But if it was like a really bad humid night, I would say it would have been like 4 hours. And usually I don't really sleep, I don't really have that sleep schedule on for me. Like usually if it's a good sleep, it would be like 7-8 hours, but nothing less than that, because I don't know, like I just I just don't really like the heat wave in general. It's just, summer is not my favorite season for sure. Also, when it comes to heat waves, earthquakes usually do happen after, and that always gets startling when they do happen, because they tend to happen like in jolts, and sometimes it's just I guess you just never know when it's going to be really huge. And I'm so thankful to the Lord, so far we haven't gotten anything like that to happen to us yet. But when it does, all I could think of is just making sure my loved ones and I are safe, and that we do get prepared with having our emergency supplies ready, especially to having like extra water and food, and just things that we don't really think about when it comes to an emergency. And I think earthquakes especially, they're very unpredictable, and it's just coming down to this feeling of not being prepared yet, and I really feel like we need to be right now. So currently I am really excited for pumpkin season. I don't know if you have kept up with like my videos, but I did recently find pumpkin Cheerios, and so far I have not ate them yet just because I haven't, but I really love fall season. I love the cooler temperatures. Of course, here in California, we don't really get much cooler temperatures to wear a sweater until probably late November, December. And I know like I sound like I repeat myself like that a lot, but it's the truth. We really get so spoiled here with not facing the cold temperatures where like we need thermal jackets. I would say the one thing we do have sometimes is rain, but other than that, we just don't deal with like blizzards and snowstorms, anything like that is in regards with snow. That is one thing I'm really grateful for, that I live here in California. It's just, I think when it comes to the heat, I think I am completely okay with low 80s weather. But when it gets higher than that, that's when I feel like it's not my favorite, and the days really do feel longer. Okay, so now I'm going to start with my eyes, and I am using the LA Colors Concealer as my eye primer today. So anyway, back to pumpkin treats. I feel like I am definitely toning down on what kind of pumpkin treats I want this year. I feel like last year I went all out with picking so many different kinds of different categories when it came to pumpkin, and if I could narrow it down this year, I definitely want to try the pumpkin spice oatmeal again from Quaker Oats. I think that one is very delicious. I feel like I would buy 2 if I could, but I think 1 would be alright. I would say the other one, I want to really try to find the Ghirardelli pumpkin spice chocolate bars. I heard that those came back, and I did not try any of those last year, so I definitely want to try to find those in Target or in Walmart. So this is the palette. Look at how beautiful. It's so colorful, and you could see that there's so many different tones I could definitely go with today. But I do have in mind to do a summer to fall makeup look. And to set my eyes, I'm going to use this shade right here. And this one is called Kick the Football. So it would be this one right here. And before I forget, if you look closely, look at how cute. They have like imprints on the eyeshadows. One of them says trick or treat. There's like bats. I see pumpkins, Woodstock, and I see Snoopy as well, Charlie Brown. I think it's so adorable. I think it's too cute. So I did mention pumpkin spice Cheerios. I definitely want another box because I feel like if I just get one, it's going to last me until this year. But if I buy another one, it'll last until next year. That's what I did the last time I got pumpkin Cheerios. I got 2 boxes instead of 1, and it did last me for a good while. I also do have a pumpkin cake mix by Pillsbury, and that is very delicious. I have plenty of boxes of that, so I really don't need to find any more of those. I also have like the cookie mix as well, so most likely I'm just gonna look for those things, and I think I'll be good with my pumpkin spice treats for this year. Okay, so for my transitional shade, I'm going to take this one right here, and that one is called Good Grief. So I feel like what I'm going to talk about next is a little bit different from what I usually do here on my channel, but I did get some inspiration from Anna here on YouTube, and I don't know if you know who that is, but she basically does commentary videos of different topics that go around in the beauty community. And I don't know why, but I feel like I kind of want to talk about something that has been on my mind. So I do feel like this topic that I want to talk about, it is very sensitive, and it's definitely, it could be a trigger warning, and I'm just letting you know that I am briefly going to talk about 9/11, but for the fact that having this knowledge that I found out the MTV Music Video Awards, I don't know what, the MTV Video Awards was hosted on that day. So I feel like because I'm a small channel, this is not really going to make an impact of anything I am going to say, but I do really want to voice my opinion of keeping 9/11 as a day of reflection and not a day to host video awards or a day to make a self-care day. Like, usually the things that we enjoy doing on our free time, I feel like that day is truly something that has to be respected. And I really feel like MTV, whoever hosted this award show, for it to be broadcast on that day, like 9/11, I just think it's completely bizarre and completely disrespectful, especially with so many lives that were lost that day and so many people grieving for those souls. And I just think it's so wrong. It was completely a wrong choice for that award show to even happen. It was so unusual. I did not think that I was not even aware that there would be an award show, but I found out because I am a fan of Taylor Swift, but I'm not really a hardcore fan anymore. But I do listen to her music every now and then, and I think she is the only one that brought up 9/11 in her speech, and I think everyone else did not say anything. And so that gives me the most respect for Taylor, for her to do that. That's like a class act, and I think she's always been that way for ever since she's been in the industry, and that's just that was just a very classy thing to do. But so anyway, I just feel like I'm very bothered with the celebrity industry, just in general, like social media. I feel like I'm not completely against it, but when things like that happen, it's just, I feel like there's no justification of having my respect for that. You know, it's just, it's almost like out of touch from reality, and I am just bothered. I don't agree with it. I think next year they should definitely be sensitive with this event. And I really do feel like MTV, the Video Awards, people, the crew, anyone, they should definitely issue an apology, like a public apology. But I don't think that's not gonna happen because it's not really like a big deal. But I think it is. I think it's definitely an offense, for sure. There is quite a bit of fallout with the shades, but they're really pigmented. I really love the formula so far. It blended beautifully, and I like how it looks like on my eyes. So now I'm going to take this shade. This is like an orange bright shade, and that one is called Great Pumpkin. So that would be just my general thoughts. I'm definitely bothered, and you know, the pop culture definitely has to do better with having respect with certain things. And I could go on and on with like what I feel like is not appropriate of like what has happened so far, and I'm not, because it's just things that I feel like it's people who just don't have respect, and I would just need to pray for them. And hopefully they could have open mindsets to being sensitive with how different people might react to it. And going back to 9/11, I truly feel like it's a day where you really shouldn't be having a big party. I mean, if it's your birthday, of course you could celebrate it because it's your special day. And actually, by a coincidence, so 9/11 is also Harry Connick Jr.'s birthday. He's actually one of my favorite jazz artists and movie actors. And so like his birthday is on 9/11, but I'm pretty sure he celebrated his special day, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. Not at all. But I think when it's just like a huge extravaganza, I just think that out of respect for the dead, 9/11 should definitely be a reflection. So now I'm going to take this shade right here. This is like a shimmer orange shade, and that one's called Candy Rush. So anyway, like, in conclusion, I think 9/11 is also a day to just hug our loved ones much tighter, to let them know how much we love them. But for me, I feel like I kind of see that way every day. Like I truly soak in every moment that I have interacting with my loved ones, and just truly being present at the moment, being present in the moment, especially like when I'm having conversations like casually, or if I'm washing makeup brushes, or just anything like that is something that I do every day, and I interact with someone I love. It's just truly in my head that I am just completely all there. Okay, so looking at the palette, I feel like there's no inner corner shades at all. Oh, look how cute. There's like moving like beads in here. That's so cute, like these move in the palette. That's cute. Okay, so there's no inner corner, so I'm just going to take this highlighter right here, and it's like a purple highlighter, and this one is called Spooktacular Glow. Spooktacular Glow. I think this palette is so beautiful. I thought it performed wonderfully. The only thing I could note is that the mattes have a lot of fallout, so you would have to be careful with how you dip your brush, because I feel like a little goes a long way. So last thing I want to use is this Victoria's Secret lip glow, and this is supposed to be like their lip oil, and it's in the shade Maple. I have tried it quite a few times, and I think the formula is pretty good, but I think the applicator is a little bit lackluster. Like, I do find that the lip product doesn't completely go in the applicator. This has a really good scent. It smells like vanilla with a little bit of cherry, and it does taste like that as well. Okay, so this would be my finished look. So that would be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this rather chatty get ready with me tutorial. Let me know your thoughts with anything that I said, and also if you have any requested topics you would like me to do or you want me to discuss, feel free to let me know. I'll be more than happy to look that in. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. But for now, take good care, my friend. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless always. And I hope to see you in my next video real soon. Take good care and bye for now.